right now.
And we are live.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Hello and welcome to the Player 2 podcast. My name is Duck McGavin. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and the YouTubes at Duck McGavin. I am joined today by Cartier,
How you doing?
Fearless,
Hey there.
Map Killer,
What's up, y'all?
Ski Cold as Ice,
Holla at your boy.
The Cool Kids, which is unfortunately not here, but he will be here maybe later. Stick around. And finally, the OG, the original.
Party over here.
Yes. Thank you for joining us. This is the Player 2 podcast where we just kind of pal around and talk about video games and of the like, just general nerd culture. First on the docket is Destiny and Destiny 2, talking about the DLC with these two DLCs announced before the game is even in our hands. How does everyone honestly feel about that?
It's all about the money. That's all you can say about it.
Well, yeah,
Think Bungie
it is.
just wants money. You think it's Activision?
Well, I mean, I think with the slow start with Destiny 1, they wanted to show you that, hey, we already got DLC that's going to come out, that you're not going to have to wait for, 6 months to get the first bit of little bit of DLC and then wait another 6 months for the next bit. They're telling you we're going to be on a good schedule this time. I think, it might be a good thing,
Aren't we a little worried that they're announcing it? Do you think that they've already been working on it? Is the Destiny 2 already done?
Well, I don't know about that. I'd hope not, but
I'm pretty sure it's in the works.
Still got to
but
work out a few kinks in it.
My big concern about it was that the whole fact of how everybody felt about when Destiny came out year one, about the DLC already being on the disc, a lot behind paid DLC is why they choose to announce it yet again before the game even came out. I feel like they hurting themselves yet again when it come down to doing it like that.
I don't think it's gonna be ready by the time the game come out.
Well, it's not going to be ready. The first one's going to be announced to come out later on in, I believe, 2018. I might be wrong. Fact check me if you will.
And they announcing it already.
yeah, I'm not sure on the dates.
That's
announced-
weird.
They have the dates on the DLCs already?
No,
No.
not the exact dates.
Okay,
Yeah.
but roundabouts,
I just
I
had
didn't
the
really see
year.
any dates on them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I hope they don't pull the Evolve. They had $125 worth of DLC announced before the game even was out. So it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it was like they were just trying to monetize the DLC so much just to make a lot of money.
They also have the
I don't think
$250 backpack edition, which from what it seems like is sold out because I can't find it on GameStop.
No,
Everyone
it is.
jonesing for that backpack.
I don't know why.
I heard Evolve with funds too. Like
Yeah.
they canceled the online service and everything.
Mhm.
And the game came out like a 2-3 years ago. And it's canceled.
Yeah.
So
It's on. It actually is free now on PC.
It also seems like they have for $10 off on GameStop for $130. You get Destiny 2. You have a little, what was it, Rise of Iron DLC, the main guy from that with 2 little wolves, a keychain, and those little stress ball engrams. Because if you can't get engrams in the game,
At least you can get some to squeeze.
I mean, we are pretty much expect that from Bungie. Either way, you know how Bungie is. They don't get their money. At the end of the day, they are going to get their money. My big concern about it, I was one of the people that really didn't care too much about Eververse. I actually like the Eververse idea. Free DLC without paying for it because of the fact that everybody don't throw money at the screen like Eve said when it comes down to buying emotes stuff like that. Me personally, I still say the Michael Jackson emo in the game, the best emo in the game, hands down. The Thriller, you can't beat the Thriller. I'm sorry.
Well, the thing is, I bought into the free-to-play model when they announced the Sparrow racing. I bought
that would have been cool.
A fancy Sparrow, and I was like, all right, cool, Bungie, you're going to give free stuff to everyone who's silly enough to pay for it. I was like, I'll be silly, I will support you. And then Rise of Iron came, and I enjoyed it.
You weren't by yourself.
I think they should have done give us some silver, at least 1,000 silver if you pre-ordered the DLC and whatnot. 2,000 silver.
Yeah, something like how 2K do.
2K does
That's true.
exactly. I was just about to say that. Just like 2K does.
So do we actually think this DLC will be substantial? Because the first one's coming next year, which means probably shortly after.
Well, seeing the first DLC, I already pre-ordered the game. I cannot wait, and I also got to see the pass as well. Seeing that the first DLC is got something to do with Trials of Osiris, and I never made it to the Lighthouse, I'm really not too excited about it because I don't know if it's gonna have something really to do with Trials of Osiris, or they just, it'll be a span.
Well, I believe it's going to be about the leader. We're actually going to get.
I think it'll be actually be a story
of what was the group called? Who did the trials?
Oh man.
Oh Lord, I forgot.
What was the question again?
What's the name of the people?
Good question.
Name of the group that?
Have a second. I will Google this.
It's on the tip of my tongue, but damn.
Well, what about DLC? Do we think it's going to be as long?
I think they learned their mistakes on the length.
Just like Crota.
Yeah.
And the House of Wolves again, then I don't know.
I think they learned from their mistakes on that because I mean they did a lot better with Taken King as far as story and stuff. So I mean I think I think they learned on that.
King's Fall was straight booty.
Giving you a little more.
Now my number one thing is I just want the game to have a very long lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere I want them to base and improve what they did year one.
I feel like Bungie listen to the fan base more than any other, people that make games. Yeah,
well, let's expand on that. What do we want to tell Bungie that we want? What do we actually want from Destiny?
I want more story. I want more story. I want to be able to
better understanding. That's
I want more story, and I want to be able to connect with my Guardian because right now the only connection I have with my Guardian is his weapons. And since the weapons are not traveling over to year 2, it's gonna be pretty hard for me to care about something that I don't see his face all the time.
Would you be okay with them getting rid of the Grimoire?
Hell no.
Hell no.
I think they need to have the Grimoire
in the game. It should be in the game.
Like
it always should have been.
You can go to in the game so that you can actually read it in game.
Exactly.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I'll take a step further. I don't think that need to be in the game. I think they need to have voice acting. I think somebody should be. I think it should have like auto read on it. So you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if it needs that, but
Freeman or something like that.
Morgan Freeman. I mean, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, like auto read. You know what I'm saying? Because we are paying so much money for Destiny and Destiny throughout the years that I feel like it should have that type of a feel to it. Like it should be that way. Because like I mean, look at year one. I mean, not only can you not find the Grimoire card unless you log into Bungie.com. You know what I'm saying, Destiny.com and all this stuff. But even when you find it, you know what I'm saying, have it so you didn't know, understand what the hell it come from. And me, I ain't sound literate, but I'm telling you right now, when it comes down to like understanding half the stuff on Destiny, if I didn't hear from somebody else half the time, I still, you know what I'm saying, what they talk about half the time.
Now, what about environments? Because the moon by itself is just sparse. Venus, honestly, in my opinion, is probably the best environment that they had. And even then, aside from shooting everything on the way to wherever you're going, there wasn't much to do otherwise. I mean, yes, every planet technically has these nice little events, but you never really have a way of organizing it. And since the instances are so small to only hold up to, like, 6+ Guardians?
Right.
Yeah. Do you still want to have those public events where you can actually have this massive people, maybe even have, like, impromptu, not quite raid-like things?
I think they should keep public events. I mean, public events are fun. I mean, early on in the game, they were cool. It's like now, that we've been playing it so long, it's like, they're pretty much useless because they don't change them and there's nothing you get from them. So it's like, they could implement them a little better, definitely, but they should still be there because that adds that little level when you're kind of patrolling, just doing, just maybe you're just farming for something. Then, a public event pops up, boom, and, you get something good for it. That's kind of cool. So I like that the aspect.
Better rewards aside from like the mode of light.
Yeah, exactly. You actually get a gun or get something good from it. It's not just a little... pat on the back.
Speaking of guns, what do we want from these new guns? Because all of our old guns got blown the frick up. Never you mind the gun you had in your pants. It blew up right there, too.
That's true. Why don't we not have one set?
I want them to take a page out of
it. Turns out that the what is it, the tower? The tower, you were naked. You went on a mad streak. You got drunk as hell. And while it was being attacked, while Cade 6 was kicking ass.
Yes, definitely.
You had it was all gone.
The speaker called a day of rest, and everyone put their guns in the vault. There you go.
That makes sense.
Now, if you ask me, when it comes down to weapons, I want them to take a step out of the vision just a little bit, not all the way, as a customization. Because right now, we all in Destiny pretty much had the same guns. I don't care. You can sit up here and say you got a guard roll this, guard roll that, but at the end of the day, you still technically still have the same gun.
Well, there's plenty of customization. It's just all up to the RNG.
Yeah, that's true.
And also they need to get rid of the whole exotics only have weapon skins. That right there, I feel like you should be able to add weapon skins to every gun, not just exotics.
Well, I think special exotic weapon skins, like deluxe skins, would be fine, but actually having like basic skins that you can put on any gun would be wonderful.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Right.
You should have custom stuff, I think. Why not?
And honestly, I also think it should be more customization in your Guardian. And what I mean by customization, I ain't talking about.
I think they are adding more customization to that.
What I mean is about that is like, okay, you know how Titans, when the Rise of Iron trailer came out and everybody seen Lois Sachs with that cape that's like a hunter, right? What if Titans can have cloaks? Or
you don't like your waist towel?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Instead of waist towel, so like that. And what if I don't know, maybe Warlock instead of wearing a damn dress can put on a skirt, put on some pants or something like that.
Right.
Without the skirt.
Now, you know what I would like? I would like to be able to actually customize the colors, because these color palettes, when I see like, all right, I want red and black. Okay, you got red and black, but there's this weird ass camo, and if you put on the wrong pants, your legs are so yellow.
True.
Yeah.
Warlock could use a bit of a makeover.
Speaking of the trailers, what you got to think about the Destiny trailer that released about 2 weeks ago?
Honestly, I think they should have just done it as one trailer instead of that Cade 6 bar scene tease. I think if they would have done the entire thing, it would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
I agree and I disagree on the issue. I think the sneak trailer that they did at first actually got me more hyper for the actual reveal trailer. Like just
Fillion is just charismatic. You can't stop him. So. But honestly, like the way that they did the trailer, I thoroughly enjoyed it. The fact that they basically played it from both perspectives. There's the man who loves lore, who is talking very seriously, and we will win the fight. They may have put us down, but we will rise up. And then you have Cade 6, like, guns, loot. I was awesome. Did you see that shit?
I'm not gonna lie.
That was a good trailer.
Magnificent.
I don't know. He was about business.
Now, me personally, if you ask, also when it come down to that trailer, what one of the things I loved about it, I'm talking about the second trailer, not the first trailer. One of the main things I liked about it was the fact how they made more than just K6 have a sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? You heard more than K6 actually tell you what's going on with detail. Where previous Destiny, if you really want to know what was going on and have some humor about it, it was all K6.
I think Bungie honestly realizes that Nathan Fillion is their cash cow. He is their master chief. The way he took over the two
he is the Michael Jordan of video games. He is the Michael Jordan of video games. He is the GOAT of video games.
Yeah. Talking to Eris saying, "Get your stupid rock off my map."
Yeah, they shouldn't use Nathan Fillion as the information dumper, though.
Can you imagine hearing the Grimoire lore from his point of view? Where he was obviously there for everything, quote unquote.
What if you had different points of view and you could read the Grimoire in 3 different guys' point of view?
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it would. Like you read it in Zavala's point of view, and then you read it in Cade's point of view. That'd be crazy. It would definitely be different.
That would definitely be awesome.
Any Korra too, have a Korra's point of view.
Right.
Amber Rose's daughter.
Okay. Now, we've run a little long this topic, but I would like to talk about one more thing before we move on, if that's okay with everyone else.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Multiplayer in Destiny, when it came out, was solid, but there were some major balancing issues. With this new engine that they are implementing, do we think that that won't be as much of a problem? I mean, yes, they're going to constantly be balancing because, of course, the gun's going to come out. It's going to be overpowered. Something's going to happen. It's going to be underpowered.
I hope they just change the range. I hope that's the
make it so
they change the range.
Because the fusion rifle has always been the butt of the joke. It's like, well, we have the shotguns, the hand cannon, sniper rifles. We got everything, and then there's the fusion rifle, which is fun in PvE, but if you bring it into multiplayer,
I always felt like they missing on one major thing that made Destiny. I mean, made Halo so fun for me, and that was the fact of dual wielding. I feel like I would love to see dual wielding in
or even
Destiny
a special
2.
weapon like
They could do that with like sidearm.
Hand cannons are dual wielding.
Wasn't they talking about SMGs?
Guns akimbo, huh?
And forms and whatnot.
Speaking of akimbo, what do you think about possibly implementing a perk system?
What you mean? Elaborate a little bit more on it.
Well, like in Call of Duty.
Like Call of Duty, you got
the that irritates me is martyrdom. When you get downed, boom, you blow up. I would like to never see martyrdom again, but something similar. That if you do this or if you do that, then you get this.
One thing, Delky, that I have to say now, I kind of understand what you're coming from, but one thing I definitely do not want to see in Destiny 2, if I may bring this up, please, for the love of God, please fix the reward system in Crucible. There's nowhere in the world I should be having a 3.8 KD and I get a doggone blue weapon where a person got one kill, get the best.
So you want performance-based rewards. Everyone can get rewards, but like maybe the top 3 get something special. Number 1, you get awesome stuff.
Right. You have a random chance of getting something good if you didn't make it to the top 3.
Or what even if they decided to put it into Rumble, like the free-for-all. So if it is a free-for-all, whoever did the best gets the best stuff. Sorry, that's how it goes.
Yeah, that's true.
Sadly, that's not going to happen, though. They give the good stuff to the terrible people just to help them out.
That's true. I think it's kind of like slot machines. You know, you say, hey, you just play Destiny. Don't matter if you're good. You get something anyway, you know. It's like they like that aspect of it.
Well, they did try to balance it out with weekly rewards that you could do.
Well, that's true, and that is fair. And maybe they should do more of that kind of stuff, you know, to work it out.
Maybe work it in better so it's more engaging. It's not just, hey, give me my list of shit I gotta do this.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, going back to the guns, when you were talking about things they should change with the guns, they need to get the actual stats of the guns accurate. That's the biggest problem I always had.
Would be wonderful.
Yes, numbers or something, but because it's like you'll see stuff on the guns, it'll be like, like Suros, for example, that has the highest impact of any auto rifle, but it doesn't hit like that anymore because they've changed it and they messed it up, and a lot of the guns are like that. They have their stats are real skewed. Their ranges will be low and they can shoot you across the map. It's like fix that shit. Make sure that you can.
Now, one of the main things I'm also eager about, I just ready to start a new adventure, man. I'm just ready to have more detail, more story, more adventures, and because like the biggest selling point of this, where they cannot market it like that, like if they wanted to, is the fact that playing with your friends on this is one of the best experiences ever I ever experienced on PlayStation, hands down.
Yeah, definitely.
One more quick topic. When it comes to matchmaking, would anyone be, because raids are important. Raids are this thing that a lot of people are just like, I don't know how to do. And a lot of people don't know that you have these sites that are separate from Bungie that you can use. Yep. And that's a problem. Would you be mad if some random person got stuck with you if you decide to do a raid?
It just depends on their level and rank.
Yeah.
What, you mean like adding the matchmaking on raids? Is that what you're saying?
Have a minimum base entry point, but have actual matchmaking so that when I say I queue up for the blah blah raid to take on Lord blah blah, Joe Schmo can come in, and you can even have it set to off and on for matchmaking. So like turn it off, then you don't have matchmaking. You go with all your friends, and then turn it on when you just want to raid with anyone, and maybe you'll be able to help people.
No, I wish they had matchmaking for the Nightfall, because I probably do it every week.
Yeah, that as well.
That's true. Nightfall should, but I don't know. Raids would be hard. I mean, maybe just for one person or two persons, but it couldn't be like the whole squad. That wouldn't work.
You need some chemistry in them raids.
There's no reason not to put it there, honestly.
Well, yeah, I guess.
I mean,
a lot of people don't talk to people. They don't play with people.
Now, I don't know how many of you guys have actually played Division. They have something like that in Division for incursions. And it works somewhat well in incursions. But seeing that incursions is now on the same exact level as raids in Destiny, I really don't know if it'll work or not.
Or
Because,
at least, I want Bungie to meet us halfway. Give us some sort of LFG inside the game.
Talk quietly.
yes,
I'm on here. I'm in a podcast.
Now, yeah.
I just feel like they got way too many people to do that though. The matchmaking gonna suck.
That's how it is, unfortunately.
Yeah,
And if you have the people, that's the thing. If you have the people to do it with, then you're fine. You have nothing to really complain about. But this is primarily for the people, like so many people I've talked to on PlayStation, be like, "Hey, do you play Destiny?" Like, yeah, I played all the Destiny. I played all the DLC. And I say, like, yeah, how did you enjoy the raids? I never touched them. What? So
well, I mean,
all of this, but you never saw what happened to Crota.
True.
I mean, it is the best content in the game, and I know people like that too. A couple of my friends did the same thing, but I mean, it's hard.
It's like reading a book 75% of the way, though.
Yeah, it is.
You almost there.
Or we really don't know what happened to Eris Morn either. You really think about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, where'd she go? She disappeared like the Traveler, man. Like,
Right.
Man, I don't know about Eris, but I've
This-
always thought something corrupt about her. Honestly, man, she was looking at that crystal, the Undertaking King, like she had something, and she said something funny. I forget what it was, but it was something funny that was like I didn't trust her. And I was like, I don't know.
Well, Ben,
She's trying to become the Hive.
It's so many questions. There's so many questions to be asked on this topic. Also,
Well, hold on to whatever you got left,
because I'm about to say we don't talk about this a little bit more.
We're gonna run a little long.
The sun comes up.
We're going to have podcast extras, which means that after our stop time, we will keep going because we have way too much to say.
Way too much.
Next, something as legendary, if not more, than all the nonsense in Destiny. Samurai Jack. He's back. He never got back to the past, but he is back.
Right.
Don't try.
It's fresh in my mind.
Announced in 2000. Can you believe it? 2014 took them. They did like, hey, we're making Samurai Jack, and the world exploded. Well, everyone who knew at least.
Yeah.
And this year, 2017, came back. Has anyone actually watched it? Are we caught up?
I watched it this morning, dog. All 5 episodes.
What'd you think?
I am not caught up.
This is crazy, dog. I'm waiting for the next episodes. Do anybody know the schedule?
Yeah, it'll be this Saturday.
It'll be every Saturday.
Yeah, every Saturday, right after Dragon Ball Z Super airs.
Yep.
Now I watched Samurai Jack ever since he first got announced. Since it first came on Toonami back when Toonami used to be on, in the middle of the day, so that and it had an added rating to it, So Samurai Jack was always a very, very strong character to me. He reminded me of a solid Goku.
Right.
That have to be with a knife.
Now that he's on Adult Swim, what do we think of? Speaking of that, is he still the same Samurai Jack? Do we still feel he's the same, even though there is that much more bloody, mature rating?
I feel like he got more of a dark edge to him now. Like I know that was. I feel like I know they was going for that in the beginning. I mean, I knew they were going for that when they revived the show, but I didn't think they were gonna go this hard in it. Now that they have brought him back, he's more depressed. You can tell he's going through. I guess. Saying. He's a broken man. I think it's honestly beyond post-traumatic stress. Yes,
this is 50 years after we left him. He has more or less given up. He even flat out said, "I'm not beating Aku. This is just not a thing. He's won,
right? And
I'm here just to keep going. I thought I would die, but 50 years later, I am still the same. Whatever Aku did, it was worse than just sending him to the future so he could get killed. Send him to the future to live." And Aku didn't even think about that. And now Aku's sitting in his castle all depressed because he ain't got nothing better to do. He did what he wanted.
And that's the crazy thing about it. Aku won, and it seemed like he more scared of him now than he ever was. Like, you won. Mm-hmm. He actually even got rid of his sword. That was the most chilling thing about it. He lost the sword. He don't even know where the sword is.
Yeah, he lost a sword against the Seven Sisters.
Yep. So no, he lost his swords before the Seven Sisters.
Yeah, before that, right?
It was
when he fought the Seven Sisters, he didn't even have it. He had a little.
He had a pistol. and basically a bow staff.
Yeah.
Although I will admit, getting rid of the sword gave them the opportunity to use so many new weapons.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Because it used to be just a sword. Now we have machine guns, spears, swords, daggers.
That sword is OP though. OP.
Yes.
Mhm.
You can't mess with a classic.
He will call on the gods to help him out with that sword though.
Now, what do we think of? I believe it's called the Daughters of Aku. If we're all caught up,
My
Oh
God.
yeah.
with
Yeah.
now just one left.
The basically the GI Joe of assassins. That's why I call him.
Little G.I. Jane.
Well,
Yeah.
he's been turned to noble purpose, so
And now Aku has left her because, not Aku, sorry, Samurai Jack's left her because I honestly don't know. Whatever the heck, because honestly, seeing that whatever visage on a horse reminds me of him. Do you think it is like a part of him, leading him to somewhere? Maybe
Now,
the sword calling him back?
I'm gonna take you back to episode. I might
I
be
think he
wrong.
finally snapped.
I might be wrong, but I remember one episode back in the original series of Samurai Jack where they showed him being older at age 50. You know what I'm saying? 50 years later, and that was the timeline when they said he was gonna be Aku. So that's one of the most like interesting things for me about this show is the fact it's up in that timeline now. That this is the time that he's supposed to actually beat Aku and you know what I'm saying, be able to you know what I'm saying, to honor his family and hopefully get back to his own time.
Yeah, you can definitely tell he is haunted by the demons of his mother and father. How much of a disappointment and a failure he has become, according to him at least. I still love him. He's still awesome.
Yeah, he's still awesome.
Now,
If he gets back in his time, though, wouldn't the show be over? I just got to be the devil's advocate.
yeah, well, they didn't say they haven't announced the 6th season. This might be it. It's just been only approved for 10 episodes. This might.
Shit. So you don't know. He could make it.
Now, how we feel about the
end.
beard though? What about the beard? Anybody like the beard?
I love the beard.
It's a yeah, because it's like your beard. That's why.
Yeah, that's why you like it.
I will admit to a little bit of time.
You can relate.
I'm just saying, it shows like a passage of time. It shows
people
that
that's in our podcast, just let you
young
know,
and in his prime, and that beard
Ducky,
is a sign of aging, a sign of
he had the most manliest beard that you ever seen in your life. I'm telling you right now. Ducky had the most manliest beard you ever seen in your life. Like
it's 20 foot long.
Man.
Oh, maybe not like that long, but we're working on it.
Not yet. You said not yet.
He could be a member of the Duck Dynasty though.
One day I'll be able to throw
He literally could be on Duck Dynasty.
Duck Dynasty though.
Matter of fact, I think that's where the name come from, Ducky.
Oh, that's true.
Can you say royalty check?
All right. Now, one more quick thing I think we can all give just a little something on.
Samurai is doing. He just grew that stupid beard, and now he's just wandering.
Hey, don't knock on the beard. I don't care who you are. Who can say? But Uncharted. Oh my God, Uncharted. Like when the DLC, when it was first announced, the DLC, the standalone DLC. I might honestly get it, even though I haven't played most of the games, just simply from looking at it. It is such a gosh darn gorgeous looking game.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
How much is standalone DLC?
I do not know.
I looked it up. It says it might be 40 though, but it says it's gonna be a 10-hour game.
Is it long? Okay.
Around 10 hours.
Yeah, right.
You know?
I feel like with Uncharted, when they give you a video, that's exactly what you're gonna get.
Uncharted, but Naughty Dog, they be putting out some bangers though. So you know what I'm saying?
Well,
yeah.
You're a fan of Uncharted, you gotta get it.
Did anyone catch any of this symbolism within the trailer? The artifact that was, I cannot remember the name of the women.
Yeah, the artifact I did.
The artifact.
It does look like it might be some sort of Middle Eastern or Indian. So this might be taking place in India.
Yeah, when they showed,
I'm not a historian or an architect or anything. I'm just saying from what I saw.
Now, Ducky, when they showed the original trailer, when they showed, I forgot her name, the Indian girl. They showed her right in the original trailer. She was
the E3 one.
Yeah.
I remember
sex, but yes.
Yeah, she was like she was in the Middle East in that trailer. And for those who have not seen the trailer, seen the Uncharted 4 trailer, Uncharted Lost Treasures. Man, I don't know what you're doing. You got a PS4, you haven't checked out Uncharted. Yeah. Any other Uncharted, I don't know what you're doing. So like my boy
now,
I don't know what you're doing
wrong. Were any of the other Uncharted's co-opable?
Yeah.
I mean, they had an online co-op.
They had online
but
stuff.
not as far as
Doesn't-
campaign wise though. No.
Do we think that this might be an online campaign of co-op? I mean,
That'd be cool.
I don't know
That'd
the
be
Uncharted series very well,
I
but I think
mean,
that'd be very.
it could be because
get me into it because I like to play my games. Honestly, I like to play with people. It's
Yeah.
very rare I'll play a game solo by myself. Last one I did was Zelda, and I got lost for weeks.
Right.
That Zelda was awesome though.
But it's very rare.
As far as co-op goes, if it is co-op, that's cool. But if it's not co-op, it's not going to hurt the game anyway. But
Yeah, because I feel like we just got them to make, multiplayer free, so we got to take it slow.
Yeah. Well, I don't think co-op would be that bad. Like, keep in mind the AI in Resident Evil 6 wasn't great. Or was it 5? It was Resident Evil 5 that they had Chris and Sheva. That was fun and fun, and they were both integral parts of the story. You can play by yourself or with a person. Just play with a person because Sheva will die a lot. Also, save your Magnum rounds because Wesley, son of a.
Yeah.
What's the next topic?
And that's just about it. We're done. Congratulations, everyone who kept all the way through. We are the Player 2 podcast. I thank you for supporting us. And once again, we will be saying everyone's name, and everyone's going to give you your handle so you know where to find them. First, we have, once again, Cartier.
How you guys doing? This is your boy Cartier. Thank you guys again for tuning in. I really appreciate it. We all appreciate it. You can follow me on my personal YouTube channel, which is I Am Parker, or you can type in iCartier. Either one works. You also can follow me on Facebook. Type in iCartier on there. And you also can follow me on Twitter, which is iCartier. Thank you guys. Y'all have a blessed day.
Next is Fearless. Fearless.
All right, this is Fearless. You can find me on Twitch at the same name, Fearless Soul. You can find me on Twitter, Fearless Soul. You can find me on YouTube as Fearless Soul.
Next, we have
and that's pretty much all my handles for right now. So, thanks for supporting us in this podcast, our first one and all. See you later.
Next is Map Killer.
What's up, guys? Thanks for listening tonight. And you can always find me at Map Killer at Twitter, Map Killer at Twitch, and Map Killer FPSV on YouTube.
And then we have Ski, Cold as Ice.
I'll let your boy to Ski. You catch me on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter at Ski on Cold as Ice. Holla at your boy. Thank you for coming to our first stream. We have many more to come. Thank you and have a good night.
Finally, we have the OG, the original Ghost.
Yeah, it's your boy Ghost. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Ice in My Veins 305. Thanks for coming.
And finally, for realsies this time, last but not least, myself, your moderator, Duck McGavin. You can find me at Duck McGavin on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and eventually Facebook.
Lord Ducky.
Somehow I knew it would find its way here.
But also, if you don't mind, Doug, I also need Skeet to do a promise that I made. Skeet, the guy that made our banner, which will be up soon, guys. So let's keep a lookout on that. Please tell you guys how they can find the person that made our banner so we can get him some extra business since he did an excellent job on it.
All right, give me 1 second. This guy's name is Jared Amix. JARRODAMYX. You probably catch him on Facebook. That's how I've been contacting with him.
We will also have links to everyone else's social media within the description below once this goes public to YouTube.
Yeah, you put everything in the description.
If you have actually gotten this far, we have a special treat for you. We're gonna just shoot the shit and talk.
Yeah,
like we always do.
Not for real. The party is over here.
This is gonna be more free form. So if you're here and you wanted some structure, I'm sorry.
Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you also for watching the video. It's your boy Cartier. If you want to subscribe to Player 2 channel, the link will be in the description below. I'm gonna try to have more videos coming out on a daily basis, so be looking out for it. Thank you. Have a blessed day. I'll get you next time. Hour.